Hey, Fangar. Oh, took me some time to get the chat up. How's your Christmas been? I have no complaints. Personally, I've had a very nice Christmas. Spent it relaxed in the UK with family. Hi, Ellen. I'm just about to do some animation. So I'm just setting everything up. Let's see. Okay, Ines. Are you ready to see the new stage, Fangar? Oh. What was your last video about? That's a nice video. Are you releasing it today or is it releasing on New Year's Eve? Yeah, this is the full stage Ines has built over Christmas. Building a lot of abilities, creating the sort of crowd. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a nice Ellen now that it is a new start of a new year. There's always opportunities to get some of the old artists back. It's always fun to see what songs and performances are going to be part of 2026. And Vanguard, I totally understand. I think most sane people are. Do I think the next year will be the last Eurovision? No, I don't think that Eurovision is gonna end due to the complications and difficulties. But I hope there is changes to make it better for the future. Yeah. Because Netherlands isn't taking part this year. Me too. That's why I've made so many special videos are oriented around Yoast. Rua? Which one's that again? I think last year was the first year I made all of them. Before that, it's been a bit selective. What was your dream Fanger? Anything special? Ah, sounds like a very nice Dreamfinder. What building did you meet him in? Hey, thanks for sharing, Enos. Are you planning to make animations based on Welcome to Derry? What is Welcome to Derry? I haven't... Have I missed something? Yelling at the TV. Doesn't it want to change the program, or why is she yelling at the TV? Ah, darts. Is it like a competition? You never know. If you scream loud enough, maybe you're lucky and somebody can hear it. Do you want to join in Discord, Fangar? You feel like talking or a bit quiet? Sorry for the cough. I'll just be in voice 1 then. Hey pals! Hope you're having a nice start to the, or a end to the year. No worries, pals.
Wait, Balls is here?
Yeah, he was in the chat, but he semi-AFK.
Eldor AFK.
Is the sound bad or is it good?
I hear you fine.
What do you think about the song?
I haven't really paid attention to any of the new entries yet. Because I'm so indifferent about what's happening.
Understandable.
It's just extremely frustrating to see something you love be hijacked in that way and basically ruined.
Yeah. For no real good reason.
Exactly. That really does suck. I did see you made the Montenegro entry as well.
I didn't. Enos made it.
Oh.
So. And also the new stage. It's not made by me. It's made by Enos. He's doing all the hard work over Christmas. I've just been on holiday.
Oh, holiday is fun.
Yeah, my cup, Enos, is a really good cup. I have a huge mug of tea in it. Sorry, what were you
Not
saying?
beer?
No. Getting ready for one later. But this one I'm currently drinking is a cup of tea. I'm gonna turn the sound down a bit, I think. So I don't get distracted each time I hear the sound. How's your Christmas been?
Yeah, it was fine. We went out eating with my grandparents, my cousins, and my mom's family then. But I mostly spoke to my cousins, and then I went home with my grandparents. And then second Christmas day, so I spent the first Christmas day with my grandparents, and then the second Christmas day we went back to my mom's place and did presents and stuff, and then it was over.
That's what usually happens with Christmas.
Yeah, my sister went to her dad's place the first Christmas day, but yeah, I don't go there anymore. Did you do anything special on Christmas or just walk around town in the UK?
My father has a country house out in the country, so I've basically been with family. I had a few days in London. I went to the Harry Potter, what's it called? Studio. So I saw they made the Harry Potter movie, which was fun. But besides that, I've
Is
spent.
that the one in the train station?
Yeah, they've got a train station, got a lot of different things. But I was showing you how they made the movie.
That's pretty cool. Did you do the dungeon as well, the London dungeon near the bridge?
No.
They have my sister when she was there, she sent me a video. They have Monty Python.
Yep.
Yeah, their heads are animatronics there, and they're in some torture device or something. They sing the song from Life of Brian. Pretty funny. When I was there, we sadly missed the dungeon, so I didn't see them in real life. Oh. There we are.
Mm.
I sent a little GIF in VC context. Did you get any gifts for Christmas that were outstanding?
Me?
Or do you not do those?
Oh, my family started with Secret Santa. I got I got some socks for Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, and I got this jacket that I've got. It's a special jacket. It's got some inbuilt warmth to it, so I can press. So give me a second. I have to put in my battery.
It's thermal clothing.
Yeah. But, okay, got it. Got on my little piece of light here, and when I press it, it goes red, and then it starts heating up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You can see after I was gonna say when my mugs moved. The delay on the camera and the speech and the chat is incredibly frustrating on YouTube.
Yeah, I have to watch and then remember what you said in order for it to make sense. Excuse me.
That's fine.
I do like this song. I like trumpets.
Yeah, I think this one's quite great.
I don't know what any of the other entries were in the Festival Ikengish, but I think this was a valid winner. Did I show you that I met the Epic Sax guy?
Ah, no.
Yeah, I was taking pictures with some Norwegian fellas while in the
Yep.
costume subwoofer, and they were just there, and they approached me and those people, and we all took pictures together.
I really like his saxophone solo.
Yeah, he didn't have it with him. They went to the Euro Club, or the club near the what's it called, the stage, I guess, where they perform. The arena. That's not really an arena. It's the concert building. After, but I didn't go there. We wanted to go. Well, my mom wanted to go home. It was really fun. After like 4 years of going there, I finally met an artist.
You made a great one then.
Yeah, exactly. The singer Anton was also there. I met a Canadian fella as well, who came all the way from Canada, who I know from another Discord server, Eurovision server.
And why did he
He's pretty
go?
friendly.
And why did he go all the way? It's quite a long.
Well, he came all. Oh, excuse me.
Glad to see you back, pals.
Sorry, my parents were yelling in the other room. Have we ever been on a call with pals?
No.
He needs to join us one time.
Just seen him write a lot.
Yeah.
Ah, pals, not 2 songs yet. Just 1. But soon the second one.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we already have 2 of them. And we know the Cypriot artist, I think. I don't remember her name. There was also a potential leak of what the Belgium song was. Someone sent that to me today.
Ah.
I think it was something Ava Maria, something like that. Might be the song for Belgium, but we don't know. I'm kind of pissed off that Belgium ended up going after they were the first to threaten to withdraw after what happened last year with the votes.
I think it's difficult for all countries.
Well, I guess it is a different broadcaster that does it next year than VTM who does it this year, or did it this year. Because in Belgium, because it's obviously French and Dutch, so Flanders does 1 year and then Wallonia does the other year, and they switch every year.
Hmm.
And the guy this year was from Flanders. That's Sebastian. Yeah, because Belgium now has no voter allies, I suppose, because Netherlands is out, and Luxembourg, France, and Germany, they're not that close to Belgium as we are to you guys. Yeah, VRT is 1 year, but then the other one is it's a different broadcaster for Belgium next year.
Yeah, how's
Yeah, VTM is Vlaams radio and TV, I think.
Is it like a national broadcaster, or is it a publicly owned one?
Belgium has the language split, right? So the north is Dutch and the south is French, and they have they're two different regions and they're governed different. As far as I'm aware, like the Flanders or the north has its own government, and the south also has its own government, and they also have different broadcasters for each for the language barrier.
What's the point of having one country but two systems?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think that's how it goes, because you have the Flemish government and then you have the Wallonian government, I presume. There's a difference between Flanders and Belgium. There were many proposals to unite Flanders with the Netherlands and Wallonia with France, but because Brussels is in the middle of the country and it's so important to the EU, it's impossible to do, because the Netherlands is quite powerful and France is even more powerful. So one of the two would have Brussels, and it's easier to have Brussels in a more neutral and smaller country.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's even more politics in Eurovision.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you, by the way, think of that fact that Norway is not in the EU? Does it hinder you at all when you travel, or?
No, not at all. We have our oil, we have our money, and people respect the Norwegian. The Norwegian government pays its bills and is more a bigger part of taking the rules and regulations from the EU, incorporating them into the government quicker than the European countries.
I heard one of the main reasons was so that they don't have to share the fishing waters.
Yeah, it could easily be. There's a mixture, but in Norway there's no. I was gonna say there's no desire to break off from the EU, but there's no desire to be tighter with the EU. Currently, the Norwegian government and our finances and wealth and politics keep Norwegian people happy and keep the government rich, so there isn't really any desire or need to do anything.
I suppose. Iceland isn't in the EU as well, I think. No, they're not. They're neutral. Eurovision artist?
Nope.
I presume you've talked to some of them because of the animations.
There are a few of them that have written a few messages back and forwards, but not really.
That's nice.
There
Always
are,
nice to see your art recognized.
I think there's about 40-50% of them that, or their social profiles that respond to at least the TikTok. And some of them share or repost the works I create, but more than that,
I
there.
saw on my repost page that Luna reposted your video.
Yep, I saw that. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, she's very friendly. It's always a bit, you never really know with those people. Because, there are people who are on a big stage with a big audience.
Yeah, she seems very nice.
I think I messaged her on Christmas and she did respond. It was pretty friendly of her.
No. Did you wish her Merry Christmas?
Yeah, yeah. I think I also had a back and forth once with Emmy. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she's also quite friendly. I've heard rumors.
Yeah, I've seen many people say she's one of the nicest people who was ever in Eurovision. I haven't interacted with her brother though, Ireland. Has anyone ever told you that you look a bit like him?
Not really.
Well, maybe it's because you're both Norwegian. You do look a bit like him, the hair.
I really liked Pals. I like this song better than the one from last year. That's maybe just my personal opinion. Oh, it's lagging a bit. I'm gonna reduce some of these.
I haven't heard the new Montenegro entry, but I thought the one from last year was really mediocre.
Why is this being difficult?
Excuse me.
So, it was going slow.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to get sympathy through Eurovision. If you're at war, obviously, because they usually send a peace ballad. It happened in 2016 when the Crimea was taken, and then again in 2022, and then for some reason people also like vote for the number 2 this year and number 5 last year with their peace ballots. And then Georgia sent a protest song once when there was a Russian invasion there. But do you think it is easy to manipulate that way? It doesn't even matter if you win or not because you won't be able to host anyway. There's war. Happened with Ukraine.
I think the Ukraine and the UK did a good partnership together though. I don't think
Yeah.
that was the worst one.
There was a lot of Ukrainian artists happening. Many that I like. Except for Jamala, I find her song extremely mid. I once sat through that song live. It really felt like a drag. The one they sent last year with Jerry Heel, that one was way better. I think that might be my favorite Ukrainian entry. But they're pretty good at Eurovision anyway, so.
Let me see, I'm trying to follow Pals is now writing. What's it? They'll get sympathy vote? We're talking about the countries at war.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, the sympathy in the war has to be from the country that's being attacked, not the country attacking.
Yeah, well, certain entries is obviously a bit of a gray area for people, even though that's very obvious if you do research, but a lot of people seem to have an issue with that. Obviously, let's say there is a Eurovision again in Tel Aviv, it's not going to go well. It's literally a target for attacks. So, yeah, that'd be incredibly dangerous.
There's no way they're gonna let them win. I really think Israel shouldn't been allowed to take part this year. They should have had a year of break.
The thing is, we were promised a vote among EU members, but that didn't even happen. They just said, oh, Israel gets to participate, and then everybody said, well, then we don't.
Yeah. Or just some nations that were proud of the choice they'd taken.
But even if you take away what happens with the war and stuff, they still, break the Eurovision rules. They bother artists behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They talk shit about, they talk bad about the artists behind the scenes and during the broadcast of the contest, calling out trans people and non-binary people and stuff, acting like they're not actual human beings, which is just disrespectful. Yet you're there in the arena watching. They film people in the smoking room. They film people while they're going to the toilet and stuff. That's also just breaking the rules and creating a dangerous environment for artists. And then the people who get punished for that, like Yost, they are the ones who ultimately get screwed over, and not Israel. So even if you take away the whole war situation, they still shouldn't be allowed to, because they're still breaching rules and bothering people. Not to start about the whole voting scandal they've been doing for the past 2 years with their campaigns. It's just not a safe There's just not a safe space with them there.
No, when things aren't a safe space, they're not taking competition serious. And it's all everything is to do with politics, which they've created themselves, not the artists or the fans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you heard, but in 2024 there was this. There's a part where the Israeli delegation wouldn't stop bothering Nemo, Marina Sati, and
Yeah.
Bambi, and they had to hide in a closet for them to go away. And then the Croatian entry, they just laughed it off like it was nothing and laughed at them or not wanting to be bothered by the Israeli what's it called, delegation, the Khan people.
Yep.
Again, even if you take politics away, that's just diabolical and disgusting behavior. You shouldn't allow that in the green rooms.
No.
They don't even get sanctioned for that. Oh yeah, many Portuguese artists have said that, if I think 12 out of the 16 participants in their national final, don't know the name, they said that they won't go to Eurovision if they win.
Yeah.
They just want to participate for Portugal, like in the national selection.
Yeah. I've decided this year I'm not gonna make Dutch Israel at any point.
You didn't do it this year, did you?
It was a slight. I added them slightly, but I didn't create one off of them. But this year I'm not gonna touch them at all. Just pretend like they didn't exist in the competition.
Yeah. I don't even understand what the point of the contest is if you're going to manipulate it anyway. Why bother?
They're fighting for our politics. They need to be seen as doing correct for the rest of the world.
Did you know that Netanyahu's government every year puts a proposal in the, I guess, with the other ministers to abolish the national broadcaster Khan, but because they are the only free TV station in Israel and occasionally do talk bad about Netanyahu and what he's doing, and that's why because they are technically press free, and they have to be press free in order to participate in Eurovision. There has to be no government interference. That's why Belarus got the boot a couple of years ago, not because of the war in Ukraine. It was because of that. But obviously Netanyahu doesn't want that because it slanders his name, and that's why he chooses to. Every year there's a proposal to abolish Khan because it is a public broadcaster, but they don't do it presumably so they can participate in Eurovision.
I did not know that fact at all. No worries, Master or Luke. We're gonna say Master Luke.
Yeah, from Star Wars. He's old.
Oh, let's see if we can get.
Yeah, staging is also another thing for countries like Montenegro who have less budget, or Moldova who can only afford a couple visuals. Or yeah, Montenegro, they only had visuals and a fancy dress. Compared to countries like Spain who are able to afford giant curtains and stages on the stages and dancers. Moldova has always had very bare staging, even in 2022 when they had their best, one of their best entries. They only had the band and their equipment on stage, and they were just dancing around. And Zopsi Dupe and get their name, the two brothers were participating. And then in 2023 with Pasha Pafeni, they also only had they had 3 dancers, and then Pasha just dancing.
But it doesn't always have to be impressive or a lot for it to be great.
Yeah, I guess the results do show that, because Tanelatu got 8th that year, and Swarishi Luna, I think, was 15th, somewhere in the top, at least on the left side of the scoreboard.
It's a good thing you got the sound on, Luke. This is one of the longest entries I've ever made.
I did um hear before that Romania was gonna come back anyway, but I didn't expect it this soon. They were gonna come back as soon as bonds with the EBU were restored. I
Mm.
guess they were restored quicker than expected.
There was need for some
Rumble.
for quicker. Yeah, we should get Turkey back. We should get Enos to get his country back into Eurovision.
The president of Turkey has said he doesn't want to be involved with Eurovision anymore because it's too LGBTQ tatered, and he says it's a shit show basically. But they're not coming back anytime soon. Sadly, they were pretty good at it. They won once. And Doom Doom Tech was pretty popular, still is. And
Yeah, they
what was
were.
the other one? The one with the robot dancer.
Robot dancer.
Yeah, I think it was their last entry in 2012, 2010, 2010. Yeah. Actually, Bosnia and Herzegovina, I just saw. I got reminded of that. Pulse. They don't participate anymore because they have massive debts in the EBU. So it's not just they can't afford the contest; it's they have massive debts to the EBU, not in the EBU, to the EBU, and that's why they're not allowed to participate because they first have to pay that money back, and then they might be able to return.
These competitions, I can imagine, are expensive.
Yeah. That 2011 song, that one was pretty good. I thought it was 2010, I thought it was in Germany. Not in Baku. Was it Baku? Yeah, it was Baku.
Okay! That took a lot of time. Now, let's start animating this.
You mean the song "Proud" in 2019, Pulse, or because that was their best result they ever had in the contest. It was the lady with the bob cut, the blonde bob cut, and the green dress, or turquoise dress. Oh, not that one. All right. Oh crap! No, I lost the live stream.
Ooh, what was that?
Oh, there you go. There's the stream again. I haven't actually heard that entry. 2013, so that was in Denmark. Yeah, no, it was in Sweden.
Are you talking about Lucas's question or Paul's question?
Paul's, he mentioned the Macedonian song.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about the Austria stage? I don't know. It's new, so I like it. I always like the new stage and then end up hating it after, because I've seen it so much. The only stage that I think is truly pretty is ironically the one in Tel Aviv they had in 2019. That one was really good. The triangle one.
I really like the stage from this year. I think at least, and maybe it's just because it's me or Enos that has created it for the first time in Lego. I have just had a wall, it's sort of like a little stage where it's a black background, where I do everything on the background, but this time it's actually a full out model of a stage with lights and characters. Still, if they're just pretending to be a crowd.
It looks, yeah, it looks a lot like the old stage in Austria, the one which one was it? Where Mont Sommerlöw won, but it modernized, more up to date with the new times.
Yeah. I think this is going to be quite a lot of fun. Inesi is working at creating all sorts of animations that you can repeat and replay. So there's a light show. There's even some button interactions with them. I'm looking forward to see what he'll be able to do. So we're currently trying to use the national performances to sort of guess what it's gonna look like on the real stage.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
I do think the 2025 stage was very pretty with the mountains, because obviously Switzerland. Yeah, I do think Revolution is better than Heroes, honestly. I had the pleasure of seeing it live the last month, both Revolution and Heroes. And I enjoyed Revolution a lot, and I think it would have done even better than Kai potentially, maybe being the split screen with Israel. But I don't know for sure. But I do understand why it did lose to Kai, because they were extremely popular in Sweden, and they still are. So it does make sense. And I'm pretty happy that Kai won anyway, because it shows the Swedish broadcaster and maybe Swedish artists that they don't just have to send songs that are in English, because I always do prefer you know your own language Eurovision instead of simply just making an English song. And we haven't had a Swedish entry in Swedish since like I think in the 90s. So
Does anybody actually know where Fangar is though?
he's hidden in the computer. I could put a face cam on if you wanted. It might be a bit too much trouble right now.
Yeah. The voice you can hear is Fangar. Look.
Yeah, Kai winning, I think, was pretty important for the whole vibe around Sweden in Eurovision, because people would have probably been even more pissed at the entry if it was Mons and if it was Revolution. Because obviously there was already a big stigma around Sweden because people were so salty that Loreen won instead of Garia, and then blamed it all on Sweden being basic at pop, and they were just jealous and stuff of Sweden being so good at Eurovision.
I'm gonna say he's in the computer and he's watching from the stage. He is. You see this light here, one with the mouse now. That's Fangar. He's in the Lego computer stage.
Oh,
Yeah,
just updated. Yeah, that's me.
it takes such a long time from the voice gets or catches up, or the video catches up with the chat. I don't know
Yeah, it's like at least a 10-second delay.
how people manage it.
I have no idea. I haven't streamed ever on my own. I've been part of streams, even on my own channels, but that was somebody else who hosted the stream, and we were just in the call. There was one time it was kind of annoying. There was one dude, we were gonna do the 500 celebration stream, and the dude who was gonna host the stream on the day that we were gonna stream, like a couple hours before,
Yep.
was like, "Oh yeah, guys, I can't make it, so you're gonna have to figure this out on your own. Like, thanks for letting us know in advance, dude." So annoying. The whole stream was a mess. I was really angry the whole time because it wasn't fun.
It's not fun when it's not going well.
Not even that. It's just the environment in the channel was very toxic already then.
I can imagine it's difficult making a channel together with people. As fun as
It was actually quite a good concept.
I'm having a lot of fun
Sorry, go ahead.
working together with Enos, but since I started and I still have to have the power of the final word of everything. But it's so much work building a YouTube channel.
Yeah, when we had that group channel, there was 6 of us at the beginning, so we could all pump out videos like every day or every so many days. And then the whole point of that channel was like a community channel, because the community we made videos for, it was kind of in shambles. There was one guy who was like ahead of the community. He was like, I guess he was gatekeeping many people, but he was also promising a lot of things. Didn't happen. Then we were friends with a guy who was betrayed by that big guy, and he joined our channel, maybe potentially out of spite. I don't know. He never told us honestly. But and then we just decided, well, if no one's gonna make videos on this topic, then we as friends, because we became friends on a Discord server and we all have
Yep.
the same like interest, we decided, well, we can just do it. And the whole idea was that we would make videos with and by the community. So we were gonna try involve fans that could do like they could send in their own entries to the channel. If selected, it would be posted on the channel. So a really community driven channel, and it was also driven by our friendship, but for some reason they hated me, so yeah, I had to leave. Pretty weird, but it worked pretty well, because there was obviously people who I made the most videos at the time before I left on that channel. There's a lot of people who were fans of me and would join our Discord community through that. And then there was this other guy who I still talk to him occasionally. He was also the guy who made the other most videos, and then the rest was more active on the server, where they made an occasional YouTube video. So it did work, the whole community idea, and then people picking out their favorites to watch. I'd like to do something like that again, but you know, considering what happened last time, I might not.
History does not mean the future. Things can work out. Never give up. Yeah, Luke, we can go in Discord. I'm just gonna have a break in about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll just be on Discord. Just finish off the live stream.
Yeah.
But I'll be on Discord while I animate, but we can talk then. So we'll talk later then, Luke and pals.